The hollowing. There are places in the world where the walls between life and death are thin. Places not marked on maps. Places the locals refuse to speak of. One such place is Deepmere Forest. And this is the story of Anna Rourke, the girl who went in, and the voice that came back. It started with a whisper, no louder than the rustling of leaves, no sharper than a sigh in a dream. The wind carried it, though the trees didn't move. A sound like a name being exhaled through the centuries. Anna Rourke, 27, was a wilderness photographer known for capturing haunting, forgotten places. Her blog, Into the Stillness, had thousands of followers. Her last post was dated October 17th. It featured an image of a mossy trail vanishing into dense fog. The caption read, "Heading into Deepmere. Last stop before the world goes quiet." She was never seen again. A week later, her rust-colored Jeep was found parked at the edge of the forest. Engine cold. Driver's door open. Camera still on the passenger seat, its memory card wiped clean. Search parties came. Dozens. Bloodhounds sniffed the soil. Drones buzzed overhead. No signs. No scents. No direction. Just silence, the kind that grows teeth and bites into your sense of time. Locals weren't surprised. The name Deepmere carried weight. Some said it meant deep death in an old dialect. Others claimed it was a graveyard older than memory. An old man, eyes milky with age, muttered to the search team captain, "The forest doesn't take. It trades." They stopped searching after 13 days. On the 13th night, 3 of the rescuers resigned. One would later say he woke each night to the sound of trees whispering his own name. 6 months passed. Ethan Graves, Anna's ex-boyfriend, was a podcast journalist whose specialty was the paranormal. He hadn't spoken to Anna in nearly a year. Her disappearance had haunted him, not just because of the unanswered questions, but because he still loved her. Then the package came. Plain manila envelope. No return address. Inside, a cassette tape. No label. No note. He scrambled through his storage closet for an old tape player. It clicked when he pressed play. "If someone finds this, my name is Anna Rourke. I think I'm still in Deepmere. But it's not right. Time isn't real here. I sleep but I don't dream. I walk but I'm always in the same place. I hear them whispering in the trees. They said I'd forget who I am. But I remember. I remember. They didn't take my name yet." Ethan sat frozen. The voice, it was hers. But beneath it, layered low and deep, was something else. A murmur. As if others were whispering beneath her words. He ran the tape through digital analysis. Frequency filters revealed background noise, rustling leaves, a faint sob, and once, a name. His name. He knew what he had to do. Against every rational thought, he packed his gear. 2 cameras. A drone. GPS. A voice recorder. And a printed copy of Anna's blog. He drove toward Deepmere. Deepmere Forest wasn't marked on modern maps. Its boundaries shifted. Locals avoided it. No homes, no trails. Just trees as old as memory. Ethan parked where Anna's Jeep had once been found. He stepped out, camera in hand. The air smelled like moss and iron. The trees were impossibly tall. Their roots bulged from the ground like veins beneath a corpse's skin. No birdsong. No insects. Just silence that pressed against his ears. He walked for hours. Marked his path with red tape. But by dusk, the tape was gone. That night, he set up camp near a black stream that didn't reflect moonlight. He dreamt of Anna. She stood at the edge of the forest, arms outstretched. Her mouth moved but no sound came. Behind her, the trees opened like a gate. He awoke to whispering. Dozens of voices. Some chanting, some sobbing. One voice, her voice calling, "Ethan, help me." The trees leaned inward. On the 3rd night, he found the clearing. The trees formed a perfect circle around it. In the center was a ring of stones, blackened by fire. And in the middle, a figure. Anna. Or what was left of her. She was barefoot, wearing a tattered sweater and jeans. Her skin was pale, eyes black and empty. Her hair drifted in an invisible wind. Her mouth did not move, but Ethan heard her voice in his mind. This place takes, and it gives. I screamed until I had no voice left. So they gave me another. They want you, Ethan. They've been waiting. The sky above turned gray, then black. The trees groaned like ancient ships. He turned and ran. But the path twisted, looped. No matter how far he ran, he ended up back in the clearing. Anna stood in the same position. Only this time, she was smiling. Time lost meaning. Ethan's watch died. His phone cracked. His rations rotted in their packaging. Each night, the forest crept closer. He recorded everything on his voice recorder. Day 7? I don't know. The sun rises but doesn't move. My footsteps vanish behind me. I've stopped bleeding from cuts. I hear voices when I drink from the stream. I think I saw my mother last night. She's been dead 10 years. Anna came to him again. This time, she spoke aloud. This is the hollowing, she whispered. Her teeth were sharp. Her eyes bled shadows. It hollows you out. Until there's room for them. The trees whispered in chorus. Ethan dropped the recorder. He began to change. His reflection in the stream was not his own. His thoughts echoed back at him, unfamiliar. He began to forget the sound of his own voice. He began to forget Anna. On what he thought was the 11th day, the forest spoke. Not in words. In feelings. In shapes. The trees rearranged themselves. Opened like a mouth. Anna waited at the center. It's your turn, she said. I can go. If you give something back. She held out a mirror. In it, Ethan saw his face. Cracked and gray. Eyes black. Mouth stitched shut. Give your name. Your voice. Your past. Let them in. He hesitated. Then he nodded. The forest swallowed him. 3 months later, another tape arrived. This time at the county police department. It was labeled, Deepmere. Testimony. My name is Ethan Graves. I went into the forest. I looked for someone. I think she found me first. They trade. You lose what you are. You become what they need. If you hear them calling, don't answer. If you see her face, don't trust it. If the forest opens for you, run. Today, Deepmere Forest still stands. A green wound on the earth. Unmapped. Unclaimed. Hikers disappear. Drones lose signal. And sometimes, a voice calls out. Sometimes, the ones who return are different. Too still. Too silent. Eyes that reflect too much. No one goes in anymore. But the forest remembers. It waits. Hungers. Whispers. And now, you've heard the story. You've listened. The forest knows your name. So if you hear whispers tonight, as you lie in bed, don't answer them. Don't follow them. Because Deepmere is always hungry.